Hello everybody, it's Monday, February the 8th and woken up to snow. It's still snowing. Blue's just jumped up onto my desk to come and have a look and see what's going on. It's just after 9:30. I've got a big cup of Earl Grey in my The Boss mug. The kids bought me this a while ago and I have all my tea in it. It's a nice big, almost a pint I think. But look at that, yeah. I've got to go out to the post office in a minute to post some orders. So this box is going out to Dawn all the way to Canada. I've covered her address up, but everybody knows that Dawn won the giveaway, so that's going to be going to her. This is an order that came in on Etsy over the weekend, so that's going to be going off. I don't think it's to a subscriber actually, so that's nice. And then this is a commission from a subscriber. There's 2 cards in this Sally bag. This is a birthday card, it's for a 40th birthday. And then we've got a diamond wedding anniversary card. And the Mr. and Mrs. is cut out of hand painted lilac watercoloured card. And stuck mum and dad on there with die cut letters. Yeah, so those will be going off to the post office in a moment. I might take you up with me, but I think it's going to be a case of battening down the hatches. So I'm just heading off up to the post office. Look at this, virgin snow. It's about an inch and a half of snow maybe on the ground. So what are you guys all going to be up to today? I'm going to work on an entry to a challenge that I want to enter, a little crafty challenge when I get back. You have to make 3 embellishments, and I've made one. I've made a card because it's for this person's birthday. I don't think the bin men are going to come today. Yes, last time it snowed on a Sunday and our bins are collected on a Monday and they didn't come until later that week. But this is really lovely actually, it's very pretty. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm going to work on this little crafty challenge. I've done 1 embellishment, as I said. I've made a card because it's her birthday, and I've got an idea for the 2nd embellishment I'm going to make. It's going to be quite labour intensive, lots of die cutting to do. I'll perhaps show you the finished article later on. I'll open the coffee shop later on and we'll have a little chat. Let me know if you've got snow where you are. Lots of people had snow yesterday, I know, but we didn't. But we've woken up to this today. Love the sound of footsteps crunching in the snow, don't you? Apparently the traffic around here is quite bad because they didn't grit the roads. My husband was going to go to Coventry today to do some work somewhere, but he's going to put them off and work at home. You can see how much snow there is. It's very pretty. I love how when it snows all the sound is kind of deadened, isn't it? Like everything's wrapped up in a big fluffy blanket, although of course it's cold, a cold blanket. But yeah, my Fitbit says I've done 1,500 steps already. I know that's not right because I've not really been anywhere, I've only potted around the house. So I think my Fitbit is calculating my steps incorrectly. And I need to do a bit of research, see if there's something I can do about that. But yeah, you can see it's still snowing. So I'll switch you off now. I'll speak to you later. Hello everybody. Come on in, the coffee shop is open. It's a bit later than I expected because the barista was late for work, so I've given him a little bit of a telling off and told him not to do it again. Got a nice little cup of coffee here, although it is the afternoon. What have you all been up to today? I've been quite productive this morning actually. I had a little bit of a crafting session. I'm entering a challenge on somebody's channel. I follow somebody called Handmade by Abigail. She does all sorts of crafty things, and it's her birthday, and she set a challenge to make 3 embellishments. So first of all, I've made her a card. I don't know if you can see that. So this is one of my favourite stamps I've got, Joe Firth Young, and I've done it on a bit of a brochet background, I think that is, with some Cosmic Shimmer and a bit of Distress ink, so a little bit of everything on there. And then, like I did for Carla and Lex, you pull. It's a bit stiff because I haven't done this yet. You pull, and inside is a secret. And I've written a little note to her on the back. So the verse says, "To be overcome by the fragrance of flowers is the most delectable form of delight." So I've used Cosmic Shimmers as watercolours on there, a little bit of liquid pearls in Buttercup, which is a nice colour. I don't know whether you can see on the back there, but I've just done a little bit of stamping in shades of green and blue. One of the elements that goes with this set, it's like a little leaf with little doodles on it, which is quite nice. And then I've just stuck little letters on the envelope. So then there were 3 embellishments that you had to make. I hope they could be on any theme. These 3 I've gone with are beach themed, because I thought, well, it's been a long time since we've been to the beach, isn't it? Unless you're lucky enough to live by the seaside, and I know some of you are. So I've made this little envelope. Light's terrible actually. Let me just move around this way a little bit. That might be a bit better. That's yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? You're getting the colour more. So this is a double-sided paper that I've bought, and I've used this tool, which is one of my favourite tools. It's an envelope punch board from a company called We Are Memory Keepers, and I've had this, I would say at least 5 years, if not longer, and it gives you lots of measurements for different sizes of envelopes. So you look at the card size that you've got and see if there's an envelope to match, and yeah, it gives you very simple instructions. I'll show how to use that one day. So in this little envelope here, I've done a little embellishment. Breathe the salt air. And just very simple on one of my backgrounds. I've stamped, obviously, breathe the salt air. This is a Cosmic Shimmer background, and then I've stamped this wave stamp several times in different colours of blue and just put bits of glitter. Stamped a little seagull, and then put a shell from my stash, which was collected on the beach in Cornwall. So that's the first little embellishment, and the actual white bit is waste from what I'm going to show you in a minute. So again, this is waste from what I'm going to show you in a minute. Same stamp set, same colours. These little gold beads I love, they're called micro beads, and I've put them there to look like sand, and I've embossed in gold Swim in the Sea. The seagulls there. Can you see? That's better, isn't it? You can see the colour better like that. Sorry about the light today, guys. I've put Gladys on. I don't know what it is about Gladys. She's fighting back a bit at the moment, and I don't seem to be able to get her on right. I've just put a little note in on some hand watercoloured paper just to say how I made that embellishment in case she's interested. And again, a double-sided paper. I thought the birds were quite nice for the birds on the little embellishment there. And this is the main one that I've made, and it's in a bigger envelope because it's not much bigger than what's in those little envelopes, but it's bulkier, and I want to protect it a bit. So I love this paper, and this paper actually matches the stamp set that I've used. So you've got things like sand castles, sound of the waves, salty sea breeze, dream, discover, explore. Lots of little things on there. Again, I've put a little note inside to say how I made what's inside. Double-sided paper. And this is what I've made. So it's designed to hang by a light or in the window. And all those sequins are stuck at the top. They'll come down when they're ready. So I've used alcohol ink on Yupo paper, shades of blue for the sea, and yellowy beigey colours, sand colours obviously for the sand. I've used some of those micro beads again and some glitter, and I've put "We dream in colours borrowed from the sea," which is something I read a long time ago, and I thought that was a lovely little quote. But if you hang this up by the window, you won't see, because we haven't got a window by me. But if you hang it up by the window, it's really translucent. So yeah, it's quite pretty. It's got some sequins inside as a little shaker element, and then this blue cord, some twine I'd got in my stash, and I dyed it to match the ink splodges that are on the outside of the frame. And then just to make it a bit neater on the back, I've done the frame like that, and I've painted around the edge a little bit just so that it's not boring white. And then I've got to make a little envelope for this one. Put that in that way actually, so that the twine is safe. I've got to make a little envelope for this one. This is, do you remember a couple of weeks ago I said I was going to experiment with shrink plastic and alcohol ink, and I did. I die cut a heart, inked up the heart with shades of red and some gold, and it looks like stained glass when it's hanging in the window. And I've cut that word heart out of the Enid Blyton book and put a couple of little bells on, and again the twine I've dyed to match. So I need to just find a little something to pop that in, make a little pocket or something to pop that in. And then those will be going in the post tomorrow, and I hope Abigail likes them. I'm fairly new to her channel. There's some really nice people on there by looks of things. And I hope to get to know them better as I continue with my crafting journey. So, few of the bits and pieces. Oh, can you hear the cat? She's behind me, furkling. I've got a whole mess behind me. That's the beauty of filming, isn't it? That you can't, you can point the camera to where you want it to look, but the floor's covered in stuff. So, but I was crafting last week, and I was really upset. One of my favourite tools broke. I've had this water spray that I've showed in one of my videos from Tim Holtz, and I went to fill it up and it just shattered. So obviously it got really brittle being left out in the sun. So if you have one of these, any of you crafters that might be watching, don't leave it in the sun, because it'll break. But what I did have was a bottle from a long time ago, and the thing that is special about the Tim Holtz is the spray thing, and that hasn't broken, and that fits the bottle that I've got already. So I salvaged it. So that was good. What else has happened? Friday was Molly's birthday. We had a lovely Zoom party. My son popped on as well. He's at uni in Coventry. Lives with his girlfriend. She's a student at Coventry Uni as well, but she's on a year out. She's working in a school, working with students, I think, who suffer with or have autism. It's been a bit of a learning curve for her, but I think she's getting used to it now. So we were on for a couple of hours. It was really lovely. We would have been on longer, except my iPad died and we couldn't charge it up quickly enough. But we've said we're going to do it every Friday, so that'll be something nice to look forward to. And the really good news, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I'd got an appointment to see the consultant, and I was going to have to rearrange the appointment because my daughter had got an orthodontist appointment at the same time. When I phoned up, they said, oh, you've been sent the wrong letter. It's not an in-person appointment. It's an over-the-phone appointment. So I said, oh, I don't need to change it then. That's fine. Because my husband could take Ella to the orthodontist and I could be at home and be on the phone. And I got the results of my scan back and all is clear at the moment. So that's really, really good. They're going to scan me again in April. I think the plan is that they're going to scan every 4 months or so for a little bit, just to make sure that nothing nasty grows back. Because I did have quite a rare form of endometrial cancer. I can't remember what it was called now, but it only accounts for 5% of endometrial cancers, the type that I had, and they said it is very virulent and you know, can come back, but they've whipped everything out, so I don't think there's anything that it can grow on. So I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. And yeah, we've been eating up bits and pieces for dinner. This is riveting content, isn't it? Riveting. I'm sure you're enjoying this. What did we have for dinner? Do you know, I can't even remember what we had for dinner last night. Oh, we had homemade burgers. They've gone down well, those cheeseburgers that I showed you a little while ago. So we had those last night. And tonight, me and my husband are going to have a cheese and wine evening. It's a shame for him. Mondays, for as long as I've known him, he has played badminton with some friends. And the venue has been different towns over the years, so he goes to Solihull to play, but obviously it's all closed at the moment. So they have a virtual pub meeting, because they spend an hour playing badminton and then 2 hours in the pub, I think, normally. So so they're going to have a virtual pub meeting again tonight, but we're having cheese and wine. And my husband's quite difficult to buy for, because he likes motorbikes, he likes cars, he likes watches, and they're all very expensive, and I've not got very much money. So I thought, what can I get him? And he is partial to a bit of cheese. So I looked up different cheese subscriptions, and I just got him a 3-month one from a company called the Cheese Geek. And we've just had our 2nd month delivered. I say our, it's his, but of course the benefit is that it's a present that I can enjoy as well. So I thought that was a win-win. So yeah, we had the 2nd one delivered last week. I have done a little unboxing actually, which I'll pop on in a little while. I might film a little bit of tasting tonight. So we're going to sit and have that. And then we bit the bullet last week when I was quite poorly with the treatment, the cancer treatment. We had some meal delivery boxes, so we tried HelloFresh first, which were fine. They were okay. Yeah, they were okay, but we tried Gusto and we preferred Gusto, and we had 2 weeks worth of food. Well, not whole weeks. I think we chose 4 meals for each week. We might have had 3 weeks, and then we put it on hold, and we've got another 4 meals coming tomorrow. Ella won't eat them, we've only ordered for 2, but they're quite nice, so I might show that tomorrow, unboxing that. We'll see how we go. So I haven't got to think much about food. I've made a chicken soup this morning out of last week's roast chicken. We've had some of that for lunch. It's still snowing a little bit. It's not as bad as it was when I went up to the post office, but yeah, it's just the sun's starting to go down. I've enjoyed today. I've had a really nice day today, and I hope you're all doing well. So I'm going to finish my coffee, get off and stitch these little clips together. One day, you never know, I might actually get into proper editing and speed things up and slow things down and add text and add music. You never know, you never know. But I shall see you again soon, everybody. I hope you're all well. If you like this video, please share, subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you soon.